Welcome once again to the BCHS Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, for today's Coaches Show with Colby Dills, the JV head coach for the Bradley Central Bears. Colby, last night had a big game against East Hamilton, and you brought a couple of players along. Go ahead and introduce who you brought along. We'll chat with here in a moment.
On the end right there, we got Jackson Presley. He is starting strong safety and plays some receiver. Then we got Demarius Ballard right here, starting wide receiver.
Well, last night we came out early, got a long score, had a good kickoff. Mayor Rojas got him deep down there, and we had a safety right after that because our defense just wicked last night, seemed like. Added 2 points there, and then they had a free kick. We returned that for a touchdown. So it's 16-0 before they could even catch their breath, see what happened. It's a good start. It's the way you like to start, isn't it?
Yeah, I love games like that. We can pull away and everyone can get in. It's a good night when you get to get everybody in on both sides of the ball.
Special teams had a field night. We had a couple of punts returned for touchdowns. We had some long runs. Had a couple called back. Jarius had for a touchdown. Got called back for a penalty there. But overall, it was a good game. And we jumped out to 16-0 lead the first quarter. And you think, well, can't get much better than that. We scored 35 points in the second quarter. All those long plays. So up 51-13 at halftime, and you got to play everybody who probably dressed last night was healthy enough to play, didn't you?
Yeah, we played everybody that was that's not on varsity. We dressed them all out, and they all got in, got to play. So that's a good night when you get to do that.
That sure makes for a fun evening. When's your next game coming up?
It's going to be 2 weeks from Monday. We'll have Tyner coming to town. Won't have a game this next Monday, 9/27. So it'll be Tyner coming to town in 2 weeks.
6 o'clock kickoff for that, I suppose?
Yes.
All those 6 o'clock. Well, a lot of big plays last night. And Mr. Ballard, Demarius, talk about your play. You got loose there a time or two, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Where did you play middle school ball at?
I went to Lake Forest Middle. I was a QB.
Quarterback there?
Yes, sir.
Did you play some basketball down there too?
Yes, sir.
Are you playing basketball here at Bradley?
Yes, sir.
So you got a new coach there, Coach Carpenter there that you'll have to break in this year, won't you?
Yeah, I like
And Jackson, I know you went to Lake Forest. You got a brother played here a few years ago, Jake.
Yes, sir.
Are you as good as him?
I'm gonna be as good as him.
You're going to be as good as him? Can you whip him if you got in a fist fight or anything at home?
I don't know about it. Probably, yeah.
Probably could. You could.
Yeah.
What position you play,
I
Jackson?
play safety.
Safety.
Yeah.
Had a good game last night, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Did you have the INT? Was that the interception? We had an interception last
No,
night.
that was Javon.
Yeah, it was Javon Derrick.
Okay,
Had
Javon.
the INT.
You had some guys out there. I didn't really recognize right off the cuff who they were because I don't have a roster for them. The game last night, by the way, was on NFHS. So if you want to watch that game, go to the NFHS network. It's going to be on YouTube too, as Mr. Short's going to put it out there, so you can watch for free there. So see all the excitement there. Let me ask you guys, how'd you like playing on the turf?
I loved it.
Different look, different feel.
It was great.
And Kobe, is it different playing on the field? I mean, you're not a player anymore, but with a field that doesn't have a crown, does it affect anything at all out there? I mean,
Yeah, I would think so. I would think players run faster on it. All the players, they love it. So even if it's in their head, I think it's for the best.
well, like one of the officials told me last night, I was working the chain gang, and he said, you know what? If you still had grass, we wouldn't be playing tonight because it rained 2 inches yesterday. It rained all day long, right up to kickoff time. It sprinkled some during the game.
That's one of the benefits of getting turf, and why it was so important to get turf. So yesterday was a prime example.
Well, we can reap the benefits of that. Your defense played extremely well last night. You gave up a couple of touchdowns there in the second half, but I thought they played overall really good. Boy, they were almost negative yardage except for a couple of broken plays there.
Yeah. We had a lot of guys that. That's the thing about JV is just getting to see some guys that don't play varsity and they just get to step up and they start to make their name for themselves going forward. So we're really excited about the future. Our varsity team's got a lot of young guys on it too that start. So I think we got a very exciting next 3-4 years here at Bradley.
Well, these guys can see, by getting out there and having a good. And Coach Floyd's right there watching. Now, you can hear him across the whole stadium out there, hollering at players on certain plays and all. But it helps to have him out there and get the exposure in front of him and show what you can do, what you're practicing to do there, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
And in basketball, and you don't play basketball, do you?
No, sir.
Either one of you guys wrestle or play any other sports at all?
I play baseball.
Baseball. What position you play baseball?
Third base, shortstop, pitcher. All
Third base, shortstop, pitcher. Okay. So you must be a pretty good fielder.
Yes, sir.
And you must. What's your best pitch?
Fastball right down the middle.
Fastball. Well, you got to work on some breaking ball
Yeah.
stuff too, you know there.
Yeah.
Well, you got a good baseball team, good coach there to get on with.
Yes, sir.
Colby, so far you're 3-0. How would you rate your season? I mean, you've got 3 wins. You've gone to Cleveland, gone to McMinn County, and then you got the first home game. Finally, we got to play here at home. What kind of letter grade would you give the team overall if you were grading? If you want to break it in offense or defense or whatever.
I'd say overall, I would say it's C+.
C+.
We still got, you can't never get satisfied. A little sloppy against Cleveland, especially in the second half, but last 2 games have been better, but I know we can still be better, so never be satisfied. Always want them hungry to be better.
Never a perfect game, is there?
Never.
In any
Never.
sport. Always got improvement. Well, we wish you the best of luck in the continuation of the season. 2 weeks, be October the 4th. Tyner will be here,
Tyner
6
be
o'clock kickoff. We hope everybody can make it. I'd like to thank Jackson Presley, Damaris Ballard for being with us today, and you guys keep up the good work. Keep that winning attitude going, the work ethic that you got to have. And Colby, I know you'll be cracking that whip out there, getting them straightened up and
Oh, yeah.
going on. We got a off week this week for the varsity, so we don't have a interview with Coach Floyd. We'll pick up that again next week here on the Bear Network. But thank you guys for joining us. Until next time, we'll say so long for now. God bless and go Bears.